Tara and Andy's film reviews on OurGamers.co.uk.
Welcome everyone to another film review. Tara Malik here and...
me, Andy Baines.
Okay, so this time we're going to talk about a film that, to be honest, I was quite looking forward to, considering how much I loved the first one. Surprisingly, because it's not my sort of film.
Nah.
Deadpool 2. Okay, so classified 15. Director is David Leitch. In this you got, of course, the Ryan Reynolds. Can't be anyone else for this.
The Ryan Reynolds.
The Ryan Reynolds. I'm sure he probably just plays himself, I think, maybe.
Yes.
In a way. So. Like, he can just accentuate himself and just say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants. But anyway, Josh Brolin also in this one, yay. And Morena Baccarin. You've got this as a genre film, action, adventure, comedy. And running time is literally a minute under 2. What? It's questionable. It's a little bit questionable. Action,
which part?
yeah.
Action,
the comedy. I didn't enjoy it this time.
Yeah, but
like
there was
the first
comedy
one.
there. There was comedy there.
Oh, was it?
Wasn't your cup of tea, maybe?
Was it? Did
anyway,
you laugh?
It comes in just shy of 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 1 hour and 59, and it is this foul-mouthed, which we all know. Foul-mouthed.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Mutant mercenary Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, brings together a team of fellow mutant rogues to protect a young boy with supernatural abilities from the brutal time-traveling cyborg Cable. Okay, I might as well get straight into this, get it over and done with, just rip the bandage off. Story and script, Andy. I just want to say they tried way too hard. The funny didn't flow as naturally as the first film, and there were just way too many references they tried to throw. It's just way too many. And the breaking of the fourth wall, like, you do it a bit. You don't do it all the time, you know?
Yeah, I'll agree.
And that's what killed it for me.
I didn't have many good notes about much of the film, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't
it wasn't bad, but it was nowhere near as good as I'd hoped.
No, regarding story
scripts,
scripts,
one was
it's
so good.
Yeah, maybe the first one because it was different and it was new and interesting. Now, no, not so much.
But it felt like
they were forcing it.
It was really forced. It was honestly really forced. The comedy was so forced, and it was like they really tried too hard. Like in the first one, it really felt like the script was natural. It was almost like there was no script. It was just in the moment they said it. Whereas here, it was like, right, because we got away with it in the first one and we were like this in the first one, let's really go for it in this one. But it was like, it didn't work. It just was so forced and it wasn't funny. And there were even elements within the film that I genuinely thought, and I'm not the only one, it went way too far. It just was not right. It really wasn't right. I get that he's foul-mouthed. It's actually really fun. That's what I loved in the first one. And that's why when we did the first film review, it was such a surprise when I said, I love this film.
I'm surprised how much you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I warned my parents as well. I warned my family. I was like, there is a lot of swearing in it. You know, there's all of this sort of stuff going on. But it works. Like, it actually works. It works with the character. It works with the film. It works with the dynamics between characters with TJ Miller as well. It was so good. But in this one, I was really disappointed. It really felt like a struggle for them, and that they hadn't finished. Like they had a deadline maybe to get it together, and at the end they just thought, oh, that's it, just do that. And it wasn't finalized. It wasn't fully thought through. That's how it felt. And it's the story as well. Like the story almost kind of did my head in. It was okay, but the new character, oh my gosh, the new character that it's all about as well annoys the hell out of me. And I'm not alone on that one again. I wasn't the only one.
Nah, not Cable.
No, not Cable. Cable was awesome. But that new kid. Oh my God, that new kid.
Yeah, I was about to say not Domino either.
No, Domino. Who's Domino again?
The lady with the afro.
Oh no, Domino's
yeah,
the lucky one.
You said the new
Her
character.
power's luck. I love that.
People are gonna think you mean one of them ones.
No, there's a little kid. Nothing against the kid. It's his. Oh my gosh, his character. Oh my goodness.
I'll agree.
Oh.
Next section.
Oh, why? And actually, while we're at it, I don't actually have it written down as a note, but there are some really bizarre choices in the film regarding death, like the after bit. You remember with Deadpool?
No, keep going.
Oh, you don't remember?
No, keep going.
Oh. And it's just like, well, this took a very weird turn right now, but okay, and we'll just accept it. Like, there's none of that in the first film. But obviously there's a reason for it in the second film, but it was such a bizarre part of it that I know the bit. You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? What is he on? But anyway, Okay. So yeah, there's quite a few hiccups, I think, in this film. It wasn't all completely put together. It's an okay film, and the rating does kind of surprise me. We'll get to that, obviously, at the end. So obviously there are people that do love it. Personally, for me, I really felt like they missed the mark on this one. But anyway, shots, is that all I have for the not too bad or not as good as hoped? Story's okay, kids annoying. Okay, shots, CGI, and action. Action's awesome.
Yeah.
I have no complaints in that sense. The action, so for that bit, action, brilliant. Comedy, story, action, yay. Really, really, really great shots with the action.
I was going to say, they had some good shots and stuff in there.
They had some really good shots.
CGI, no faults. Can't think of anything that stood out amazingly, but none of it was naff.
No. Yeah, the CGI was done really well. Gross, very gross. I mean, I think that's another thing as well, that they took maybe a little bit too far. Like in the first one, yeah, it's a bit but it's manageable. Like even I was okay with it. And in this one, it's because Deadpool is Deadpool and you can literally do whatever you want to him and he doesn't die. And they just...
I really fancy watching the first film again, because
far.
When there's the montage of him just going through looking for Francis and he's like constantly having fights and getting damaged and whatever.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It was funny.
Really funny, but...
Yeah. And in this one...
Nothing stood out like that.
The bit like... I can't even stomach to say what happens to him, and I don't want to. Tell me later. That bit.
Okay.
That bit.
Okay. Don't tell me later.
Yeah, I can't. It's it's actually making me sick. Okay, never mind. We'll leave that bit.
Next section.
Yeah, cast and characters just didn't click this time. It was very rigid. It's a shame. I just think it was all I think it looked like everyone was really peed off with each other. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe they were having a bad day on set, every day on set, and they just kind of pulled it together, but it still came across that it wasn't working. Josh
Brolin was good as Cable, though.
Yeah. I have to admit, I think his performance was the one I liked the most. It's a shame, because Ryan Reynolds is so good, and he does do, Deadpool, perfect. But I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened this time. So it didn't...
Even like TJ Miller didn't seem the same as last time, did he?
He just seemed fed up. It just didn't come across... I don't know, like that chemistry they had in the first one didn't come across in this one. I don't know. As I said, not a fan of the new kid. At times it was good and believable from certain people, certain times, but not as a whole. So again, there's a lot of holes there. Wasn't quite happy with overall performances from everyone. But it might have just been the story. Maybe it just didn't... People... I don't know. You know when like the actors really have to connect to it and it has to... I don't know.
Maybe it's the one that went through editing problems and
maybe
just didn't get it across in editing.
It just... Yeah, maybe. It just... It didn't... It's hard to say, because it's still a film that people can go and enjoy, especially if they are really into goriness and not offended by certain things that they see or hear or whatever. That's fine.
See, I don't get offended or freaked out by gory stuff, but even I don't think it deserves a score. It's currently got an IMDb.
Yeah, I agree with that one, actually. I think that's all I've got for casting characters. So, soundtrack. Okay, I guess. Not memorable?
No, correct.
The first one did. Oh, I think it really fell apart in this one. It's a shame, because I wanted to... I did want to talk really highly about this. I honestly did. Because I spoke so highly about the first one. And it could have gone any of two ways. It could have literally gone as good as the first, fantastic, that's what you expected and that's what delivered and you get. Or because of the first one, this one's now totally flopped because they didn't know how to reach the same level. And in my opinion, that's the direction it took, which is a shame. Randoms. I guess that's the next section for us. Okay, randoms. Weird moments and choices. Too gory for me. Worse than the first. And just too much and some extremely unnecessary bits, like really too far. Sick. Ugh.
It is a shame that it's gone downhill after the first one.
Yeah.
After enjoying the first one so much.
Yeah. But there have been mixed opinions. I've spoken to some people and some people...
That and the score.
Yeah, the score really confuses me. What's the first one got?
8.
8?
Yeah, I checked because I saw the score of this one. I checked. The first one's sitting on 8. This one's sitting on 8.1.
Let's give it some time.
I reckon.
Let's give it some time.
Yeah, I reckon 8.1.
It's shocking.
Not right.
As I said, I've spoken to some people, and a couple of them have enjoyed it. Quite a few others that I've spoken to have said the same thing, that it hasn't lived up to the first one. It did feel that the people were just trying too hard. I really do feel like they just tried way too hard, and they chucked too much different things in there that just didn't need to be in there. It didn't make sense. The story wasn't the strongest. I get where they were going with the story, but it just wasn't strong. And
well, there is a story carrying on from this kind of set up towards the end, isn't there? I mean, there is a way it could go. And there was too much at the beginning that never amounted to much, you know.
It was a very crazy strong start as well. But it was good. The start was really good.
I was going to say, the thing is, I was interested.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how things were going.
And as soon as
the story of Cable and stuff.
Yeah. As soon as this big thing happened, that happens at the start, and it just started going downhill. That's it. That is it.
So what are you rating it?
My rate was a 6. Might be a 5. I'm not too sure. What about you?
Yeah, 6 is probably what I'm going to go for.
Yeah, I'm going for 6. The rating it's gotten is an 8.1. So it's a 0.1 more than the first film, which we are so confused about because the first one's way better.
In our opinion, maybe it's...
Maybe
it's an audience.
I know it's not my type of film.
If you like it, let us know.
It's not... I know it's not like my type of film, but the fact is the first one wasn't, and I was so pleasantly surprised. I did big it up so much to everyone because even I was shocked that I liked it. So I was ready for that in this film. I knew what to expect, but I feel like as a whole, it just wasn't strong. It really wasn't. Performance-wise, script-wise, story-wise, there's so many holes in it. There's so much that doesn't make sense. I feel like there's loads of little digs and comebacks that Ryan... I don't know if it was Ryan specifically, but there's loads of little things I feel like people wanted to get off their chest in this one that comes into it. And it was just, it's kind of funny, but it just seems a little bit unprofessional, you know. So, I don't know. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. You might have completely loved it. That's absolutely fine. I'm just shocked at the rating it's gotten. I think that the first one should definitely have a higher one than this one. So, anything else to add, Andy?
No, I'm afraid not.
No, it's a shame. It is a shame because, as I said, I
had
really looked forward to it. So
I would like to see a third, just because I do like the characters.
Yeah, I like
generally
Deadpool and like certain characters that come along with that.
Weasel, TJ Miller's character.
Yeah,
they in number one they had some good sort of chemistry.
They
and stuff.
really did. I don't know what happened here. I really don't. And there's nothing memorable.
No.
From this one. Like the trailer for this one is more memorable to me than certain parts of the film. Like I can't remember Weasel really much in this anyway.
No.
So I don't know.
I think he's just got TJ Miller in most of the things he's been in. There's the weirdo.
Yeah, but I did love the banter. I absolutely loved the banter between him and Ryan Reynolds, like Deadpool's character. I really did. So, well, anyway,
we'll see.
As I said, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back with another film review in the not too distant future. But for now, sit back, relax, and we'll see you soon.
Bye for now.
Thanks to Cineworld Festival Leisure Park Basildon for the best experience around.